People that don't know who I am, my name is Lakin Thomas. I go by the name of Fade to Black. Um, I am a movie writer. I write movies. I write books. I write songs. I write poems. I also dabble a lot into mental health. I'm kind of a mental health counselor. I have mental health groups online on Facebook. I have groups on Messenger, and I want to do a diagnosis meeting on Zoom in my my city of York, Pennsylvania. But I'm originally from Philadelphia. Okay, so I decided that since this is Mental Health Awareness Month, that I was going to let people know about what my life is like, having schizoaffective, manic depressive, severe anxiety, and being bipolar with psychotic features. Now, let me start this off by saying that since I was 7, I heard voices. But they were positive. They were like angels living in my head. I would tell people all the time, like, I got angels living in my head. So my life took a twirl spin when I was 23 and I moved to Atlanta, Georgia. Now, what happened was I write movies, and so I had made a post on Facebook saying, like, what artist should I get to endorse me entertainment wise? And everybody said Sierra the singer. Like, everybody's just like Sierra, 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 Sierra. So I called my best friend Jay, and I'm like, I'm about to pull up the Heights of a Lifetime and move to Atlanta to try to get Sierra to endorse me movie wise. So I moved to Atlanta within a 2 week period. I have a job and I have an apartment. Everybody's praising me like you worked your ass off, you grind, you grind, you grind. Okay, I was perfectly fine. Lived in Atlanta. I did call Tyler Perry Studios when I was younger. I had a friend, and this girl had worked for like the Secret Society because she had like everybody's numbers and everything. So like I called Tyler Perry Studios when I was 23. They were all like, "Oh, we're not studying creative writing. How did you get this number? Blah 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 blah." So I just stopped fucking calling. I just gave up on that shit, right? But I was trying to find like I think it's Tiny's nail salon because T.I.'s my favorite rapper, and I was trying to like get him to read my movies. I was trying to find Sierra. Like I was on my grind when I was in Atlanta. So long story short, like I'm going through a lot of shit when I'm down there. But mind you, the main thing I went through was that my wisdom teeth started growing in my mouth, and not one, not two, not three, but four. Like all four of my wisdom teeth grew in my mouth when I was in Atlanta, and I had no fucking insurance. And I worked at Blockbuster, but I worked at Blockbuster for like mad years when I was younger because I write movies, and like my manager hired me because I write movies, so that wasn't that bad either. So anyway, I'm in Atlanta, living life, chilling, and this might be maybe about my 7th or 8th month down there, and I get like a phone call from like it was like surreal from some like entertainment people. I can't really mention names. I'm not trying to be on that wave, but some entertainment people call my phone, and they're telling me all this shit. Mind you, I'm 23. I'm not really understanding what the fuck they're talking about, but I'm just like, okay, whatever, and let it go. That night, I had like a massive, massive, massive psychotic break. It was very, 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 very severe. I remember having a gun in my head, trying to get like the voices in my head to like stop, because like it was like after that, it was kind of like my head went to like hell. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like I heard the voices from 7, but like after they called me and got that phone call, that's when my head went to like skyrocket fucking hell. Right? So like I'm hearing all this crazy ass shit in my head, and my friend that was like a brother to me that lived in Atlanta, he had a gun in his house. So like I snuck in his house and got his gun, and I'm in my room and I had it in my head, and I was about to blow my brains out to the wall, but he like knocked on my door and like busted down, and then he like ran in and like grabbed his gun and put it in his back pocket and gave me like the biggest hug and told me like everything's gonna be okay. You know what I mean? So I ended up going to the hospital when I was in Atlanta. My mom had to come get me, and my aunt B came and got me, and that's how that went. But again, the voices was there, and it's like it seems like the older I got, the worse the voices got. You know what I mean? And it's like when I was younger, I could deal with it. The older I get, it's like fucking a whirlwind. It's like it just gets like worse and worse and worse. So after Atlanta, the voices was there, but like I got put on medication, so they like, kind of went away. So then I go to New York City. Now I go to New York basically, to help my best friend with her mom. She called me telling me like all this stuff, like she wanted to kill herself. She gets more help with her family, blase, blase, blase. So I moved to New York to like help her with her mom. I felt like you're my best friend. You helped me down my whole entire life. Fucking, I'm gonna help you. Like I got you. I make sure everything's good. So long story short, I moved to New York and I had another break. But this time, me and my best friend, we're like both trying to like tag team it and like try to figure out like like how we can make this work. And then I think I called my aunt and she told me to go to the hospital. Go to the hospital. End up in the hospital. I ended up at Jacoby in New York. Went through that shit, came back, then came back to New York. So then I like But then the voices go away again. So then they come back again, full force, you know. Then I end up in hospital in York, like about maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I done lost track of how many times I'm hospitalized. Like, it's fucking insane. Like, I've been hospitalized so many times, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't think I've really had a year yet where I haven't been in hospital. Like, if I don't go in hospital this year, this might be the one only year I've not been hospitalized. Like, last year, it would have worked, but I got hospitalized in October. Like, everybody knows in October, I think it was October 13th to, like, the 25th or something like that, I was hospitalized. So, you know, like, and then I got out. But it's like, after that, it's like, hopefully this year, I don't get hospitalized. My psychotic breaks are no joke. They're very, very, very scary. And the reason why I made this video is because I started watching this girl, and she has schizoaffective and bipolar psychotic features like I do. And when I started watching her videos, I started to realize that we had a lot in common. The only difference is I think she's like hypermania and I'm major depressive. Like, she gets hyper and I get really, really depressed. I have tried to commit suicide 32 times. That was not based off of like I wanted to leave Earth. Like, it was based off of trying to get my head to shut up. Like, it's very hard to hear voices 24/7 in your head and you can't stop it. You know, like, it's like voices all day, every day. It's annoying. Like, it's hard to deal with. It makes you want to lose my mind. And honestly, I wanted to kill myself because I used to think that, you know, freedom ain't free unless it's death. And that the ultimate peace was death, because I felt as though that if I committed suicide and I killed myself, I wouldn't hear no more voices in my head and I'd be dead. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely was a lot with that. I've been on like hella medication. I've been on a lot of meds, you know. I remember one day I called my mom and told her I thought I had brain damage because like I couldn't focus or concentrate for like a year. Then like I was on these meds, clozaprazole for like years and years and years. And I had this doctor who was like fucking me up on all my meds, and he told me to stop taking the cold turkey. And for that reason, I shook for like a year and a half. And I mean shook, like shook, like not no tremors. I mean like my body shook for like a year and a half based off of like that. I remember I went to Philly, and like a lady that lived down the street from me that knew me since I was little, and she's not my aunt, but I call her my aunt, and she's all like, girl, you got like 5 lawsuits in front of you, and I got a lawyer, and I'm gonna get you paid, and they're doing you fucked up, and we're not playing that game. Like, you know, it's been a lot. It's been a struggle, you know. People that don't have mental health, like, they're not going to get it. You know, I hear people, see, one thing about me is when I have breaks or when I go through shit, I'm not dumb. Like, it's not like I'm zombied out or dumbed out. I can hear everything people say. And, you know, people do and make slick-ass comments and think, like, I can't hear them, or I don't know what's going on. And I just be like, I ignore it, because in my mind, it's like, you don't have mental health, or, like, you just don't understand it. You know what I mean? People have made plenty of slick-ass fucking comments, like, thinking I can't hear what the fuck they're saying, like, when I go through shit in my head. And it's like you think I don't know, but I know type shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm paying attention. I'm watching what the fuck you're doing. It's not like I'm zombified out where I can't see shit. Nigga, I hear every fucking thing, and I notice what you're doing the same. You know what I'm saying? So like, and that's when I'm telling people, like, people that like claim that they, you know, understand mental health, that don't have mental health. In my opinion, they don't fucking understand shit. Like, in my opinion, you don't fucking get it, because if you understood it, you would sympathize more instead of talk shit about it. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about mental health, especially being schizoaffective. Like, I know I read one day that like more people that are schizoaffective kill themselves than more people that have depression kill themselves, because of the fact they can't control the voices in their head. And that's real. You can look that up. Like, people that are schizoaffective have committed suicide way more than people that's all depressed. And depression makes you want to commit suicide. So imagine people that hear voices that have like took their life because of that shit. You know, and I know I'm not the only person that's like schizoaffective and hears voices. And, you know, watching that girl's YouTube videos, it made me understand that, like, yo, you're not alone. Like, other people do deal with this shit. But, bruh, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot to deal with. To the point where sometimes I just sit in my house and just stay by myself, because I don't want to be bothered with nobody. Because sometimes the voices be like so close and so loud where like I can't focus, I can't concentrate, I can't pay attention. Like it was hard, like, especially having a job and working, and then me being a bartender and a server, and I'm trying to like fucking concentrate on my customers and concentrate on helping people, and all I hear is wet water's loud ass shit in my fucking head. Like, it's fucking insane. So, like, me, I listen to music 24/7 to drown that shit the fuck out. Like, either listen to music or have my TV on. I do something to, like, drown all that shit out my fucking head. I have to. You know, I take Seroquel, I take Hydroxyline. You know, I might have to like get my meds adjusted again. I might have to get on some new medication for like the antipsychotic as far as like the schizoaffective. I don't know. I'll call my doctor on Tuesday and figure it out. But it's like kind of right now, I just gotta like go with it and just wing with it, you know. And people always say like, oh, you don't ask for help or you don't tell us what's going on with you and this is and third, because at the end of the day, this ain't new to me. Like I've been dealing with this since I was 23. I'm 37. You do the motherfucking math. My main thing is I want to know is like, when is this shit